Hello, hello, welcome. This is the 6 yard box. Welcome. This is the 6 yard box. This is another edition of the football show. This is the preview game day 31 in the Premier League, and yeah, promises to be one hell of a weekend as well as we're counting down. Games are running out. Teams have to do what they have to do because they gotta win some games in the Premier League. And yeah, it promises to be one hell of a weekend as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all that kind of good stuff. Let's get straight into it. Bournemouth taking on Manchester United on Friday, and just a couple of hours before this goes out. After this goes out, so yeah, Brentford, yeah, sorry, Bournemouth. They've been in a little bit of a good form lately. Their last game, they played a goalless with Burnley, which was not a good result at all. You expect them to beat Burnley, despite the fact that Burnley are like struggling to get wins together. I think this one, I think Bournemouth should have won that one against Burnley. But this week they take on Manchester United. They are at home as well. United have been in a good form lately. They won their last game, won the last five out of four or something before losing a game against United, against Newcastle. So coming into this one, I think Bournemouth, they are in okay form. I think last season they won a lot of games at home as well, but this season they've struggled a little bit at home. United have been very, very good away and at home as well since Carrick goes over to them. So it's going to be a very interesting game. We're going to see what happens in this one. Yeah, if I'm going to go for this one, I think Bournemouth at home, United very good as well. I think they've got an injury. I'm not sure who is injured for United, but I think they have an injury. Not sure, but it should be. I think who was injured. I saw somebody injured for United. I'm not sure who the player is. Let's just check. Let's just check. Uh, let's just check. Team News United and Bournemouth. Let's check who is fit and who is not. Yeah, Manchester United face a significant injury crisis tonight's match against Bournemouth with several key defenders and midfielders unavailable. Bournemouth are also missing several starters. Manchester United will be no. This is no. That one is for. What are the injuries? Manchester United currently managed by no. I can't. It's a nice match against Bournemouth. Uh, yeah, this one is wrong. This one is wrong. Anyway, whatever. Let's just move on. For this one, I am going to go. Um, yeah, this one I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for a draw. I think it's gonna be 1-1. I think United will get a goal. Bournemouth at home. They are not flying. If it was Bournemouth of last season, then I'll say Bournemouth will win this game. But yeah, for this one, I think we're gonna go for Bournemouth. I'm gonna go for a draw, 1-1. This is the football show, the preview. Game day 31 in the Premier League. Then we go to Brighton against Liverpool. This one is tomorrow, 12:30, early kickoff. This one is a definite banana skin for Liverpool. Brighton, we know they're very, very, very good side, good team. Last weekend uh, they played. They beat Sunderland by a goal to nil. That was a tough place to go. I think it was Welbeck that scored the goal as well. That was a tough place to go and get that victory up at Sunderland. Really passionate crowd. I think that will give Brighton a lot of confidence for this one. And yeah, I think Liverpool could be in for a shock tomorrow afternoon, about lunchtime tomorrow, 12:30, midday kickoff. Sorry, it's midday. It's 12 o'clock lunchtime. I don't even know. But yeah, I think this one might be a little bit, especially after Liverpool have put in a lot of work in midweek to beat Galatasaray in the Champions League by 4 goals to nil. Yeah, I think Brighton could pull off a shock in this one. But yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-2, probably 2-2 for this one. I think it's gonna be a draw. Uh, Fulham Burnley. That's the 3 o'clock kickoff. I think Fulham or Burnley after the back of that goalless draw last week. Fulham they played. Who did they play last week? Forest played a goalless against Forest. That's a good result for Fulham as well. For this one, I think I got back Fulham to win this one. Fulham at home, it will be buzzing around the midfield. I think Fulham will win this one. Happy Eid to everybody watching as well. I like to wish everybody happy Eid al-Fitr to mark the end of the fasting. And may all our blessing, all our fasting, and all our prayers be answered by Almighty Allah. So, yeah, shout out to all the Muslims as well out there. And yeah, we go on to the next one: Man City versus Palace, Crystal Palace. Coming into this one, I think Man City. Uh, this is another tough game for Man City, but that one has been postponed because they are playing on Sunday. So no game for City this weekend because they are playing on Sunday in the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal. Everton Chelsea as well. That's the 5:30. This one, Battle of the Blues. Everton going really really well. Losing to Arsenal last week, 2 goals to nil. They gave Arsenal a very good game. Chelsea, that's the problem. This Chelsea team, they are inconsistent in the league. They beat what did they beat last week? They beat Newcastle. They lost to Newcastle at home. They have a good result against Villa the previous week, and again at home they lose to Newcastle. So this Chelsea team are unpredictable. Everton at home, they're still finding that place a little bit difficult. The Dickinson Stadium, I can't remember the full name of it. Don't kill me, anybody. Uh, but in the comment section, let me know. And yeah, thank you for all my new subscribers as well. Really appreciate every single person. And yeah, really, really appreciate everybody. And yeah, Everton taking on Chelsea. This one is supposed to be going to be tough for Chelsea, but this is the kind of game that Chelsea can go and win. They're so inconsistent. But I can see it being, yeah, I can see this one being a draw. But yeah, I am gonna go for Everton are gonna defend. They're gonna be very very tough to beat. So this one is a bit tough to predict, to be honest. But I'm gonna go for Everton. Gonna go for a draw. I'll go for 2-2 draw, 1-1 draw. Chelsea are so inconsistent. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Leeds United versus Brentford. Two sides that have been really good in this league. Leeds have just been really good. They suffered a lot of results by losing games, but now they bounced back. They're moving up that table. They're having a lot of what do you call it, confidence from their results. Brentford off the back of the goalless draw last week against who did they play last week? Brentford against 2-2 against Wolves, which they should have won. They should have won really. And Leeds United playing goalless despite being a man down against Palace. Yeah, I think this one is going to be tough. Brentford are going to find it very tough. Leeds very good at home. Not you know, it's a very tough place to go to. Brentford are going to find it, but Brentford are a good side as well. I'm going to go for another draw, 1-1 in this one. I think it's going to be a draw. Newcastle Sunderland. This is the derby on Sunday. The plan is we're going to plan and watch this one on Sunday. It's going to be one hell of a game. 12 o'clock kickoff. That's the game we're going to be watching on Sunday afternoon. So get ready for that bumpy ride. Tottenham are playing at 2, so that's going to be a little bit of a clash. So we're going to watch this one, and then we'll switch over to the Tottenham game at about 2 o'clock. But Newcastle off the back of that win last week against Chelsea, coming into this one full of confidence. Sunderland suffering that defeat last week to who did they lose to last week? Sunderland. They lost to Brighton. So this one is gonna be interesting to see what happens. Passionate crowd up there. Geordie's out, and it's gonna be black and red. It's gonna be very very interesting. And but I've got to go with the home side. I think Newcastle might just win it by 2 goals to 1. Battle of the Clarets, Aston Villa and West Ham. This one, West Ham have been very difficult to beat as well. They got a draw against City last week. Villa last weekend lost to who did they lost to? Villa last weekend they lost to they lost to Manchester United by 3 goals to 1. Villa, I don't know what the problem is. I think it's injury, lack of form. They can't seem to buy a win. But I think they have a couple of players back at home, especially. That's where they've been struggled. That's where they built their team on Sunderland before. But now you expect them to do something against West Ham. West Ham are going to be dogged. They're going to be difficult to beat. Yeah, I'm going to go for a slim Villa win, 2 goals to 1, just because they're at home. But I won't be surprised if West Ham pull off a result as well. So yeah, that's going to be huge for West Ham. And then for Tottenham, big game for Tottenham. 2 o'clock on Sunday. Tottenham against Forest, off the back of Tottenham's 1-1 victory last week against 1-1 draw against Liverpool. They came off that game. They played really really well. Should have won the game really in the second half when they had a chance. I think if Simmons had picked out the right pass, Tottenham could have scored later on. That was really really refreshing as a Tottenham fan to see that the way they played, the commitment of the players. They backed it up in midweek against Villa, against Atletico Madrid, and they won that game 3-2, although they got knocked out of the Champions League. But I expect Tottenham to win this one. I'll be really surprised if they don't get anything but a win. I think the energy from the crowd as well, momentum, Forest playing midweek, Thursday trip, and Europa League playing extra time as well. But you got to turn up. I think Tottenham just got to turn up, press and do what they did on Wednesday, and I think they will win against Forest. I'm going to go for a Tottenham win. I'm going to go for 2-0 Tottenham to get a clean sheet. I think that's the key thing for me, clean sheet, and I think Tottenham will pull off that win against Forest. That's the fixtures for game day 31 in the Premier League. Let me know your scores. Let me know who you think the player of the week is going to be. And yeah, it's going to be heads on now after the international break, which is coming up after this round of fixtures. It's going to be all what do you call it? All hands to the deck for all the teams. And yeah, Carabao Cup as well. Not sure if I'm going to be watching that one, to be honest. It's going to be focused on Tottenham. So yeah, that seems to be the fixtures for this round of games. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very very soon.